Hello, and welcome to the Initiative Order. I am your GM for this evening, Billy Seaguire, and thank you for joining us this morning for A Voice in the Wilderness, the second episode of our Dungeons & Dragons Nerds Candy adventure. Show the box, because that's good product placement. Please, nerds, give me money. You haven't so far, and I wish you would. I do want to say that these are actual official adventures that you can get for free by buying boxes of Nerds Candy. The adventures are designed by Kat Kruger and Adam Lee. I think I neglected to say that last time, so I am going to say it now. And before I get into anything else, I want to introduce my player for this morning. No, before that, let me give a quick shout out to the wonderful sponsors that help us help you. Sorry, Rachel, we'll get to you. We've got discounts and more.
I'll be quieter.
I wanted to give a shout out to the actual who wrote it. Firstly, Session Zero Clothing, makers of amazing D&D inspired streetwear. If you use code ORDER at checkout, you will get 15% off your basket. Next up is Norse Foundry, makers of beautiful artisan dice. Use code TIO15 for, yeah, you guessed it, 15% off your order. Next, Roaming Player Gear. With the code Carnaby20, you get 20% off their Dice Tower and Tray combo set. Lastly, we have the wonderful Mythroll Armory, creators of the Tin 20 and Sketch Dice. If you use code INITIATIVE, you get 10% off their whole website. And now, before I turn things over to my players, I just want to remind you that we are also proud ambassadors of Jaspers Game Day, a non-profit charity trying to raise awareness and help prevent teenage suicide. Please check out their website for details and assistance. Now let me hand over things to my players. Who do we have here today playing our new character, Red the Ranger?
Hi, my name is Rachel Beauregard. I am a nerd, actor, comedian, quarantined person here in Toronto. You can find me at Bad Duck Design on Instagram to look at my gay and geeky designs. I also have a crochet page, Corbeau Crochet. It's French, hard to spell. Not gonna do it, but DM me if you want more information. Yeah, excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm really excited to meet you today and play with you. So, I say to my literal oldest friend in the world.
What's it been now? I'm gonna be 33 soon, so it'll be 29 years.
Oh my god. Wow. Before I think about that too much, let's bring it back to the game. It's time to be absolute nerds. The city of Harmony is a lively metropolitan center, a focal point drawing together the hodgepodge of everything that makes this world a wondrous place to live. Across its varied landscape and population, one thing unites the city: its vibrant color. The legend of Harmony's founding tells of a magical spark that ignited the lands in spellbinding hues. Nobody knows the origin of the spark, but many have sought its source in the hopes of discovering the extent of its power. Recently, however, a strange phenomenon has shaken the citizens of Harmony. In the past few weeks, color outages have been reported throughout the city, with very few clues as to what might be causing them. You, Red the Ranger, are in the forests on the outskirts of Harmony, investigating what the locals are calling color outages occurring across the city. The forest is usually filled with lush colors from the plants and wildlife that fill the area, but you found the strange color outages dulling the city have struck here too, fading the flowers and graying the leaves. Entrusted with protecting and preserving the forest, you've been searching for natural causes that might be behind the outages, but have had no luck so far determining its source. What are you doing today to try and solve this problem?
At the moment, kneeling down, putting my hand in some dirt.
Your hand?
My let's put my face in some dirt.
Your face, yes. So, Red the Ranger.
Okay, let's talk about how I don't have hands, considering I have weapons.
Sure. You're right. The nerds are an armless species. They use their feet as hands. It's not gonna differentiate mechanically at all, because this is just the way the nerds have always been. Is the way that their race has been born and bred, and the way that they operate. So you can run around, you can use a bow and arrow, maybe not both at the same time, but this is the way the nerds are. If we slip and say hands where we mean feet, we may just be meaning feet, but sure, you can be digging your toes into the dirt if you like. Yeah. Make me a nature check as your toes, or you can choose toes or face.
I'll just put my face straight down in the dirt, give it a good sniff. Oh, already doing better than Renee. I thought it'd be a 17.
A 17? So you have your face down in the dirt, and you're sort of like doing that thing where you can like sense like footsteps and other things around, like the waves, the vibrations are going out. And you sense something fairly large to the east of you padding around. There's not a lot of other movement, just general forest movement, but there is something fairly big to the east.
All right. I'm going to very quietly start moving in an easterly direction.
Okay.
Try to approach it. I want to check the wind, make sure I'm approaching downwind.
All right. With the 17, I'll let you still be in tune with nature enough to go downwind right now.
Sweet. And I just want to kind of get a good sneak up on it and see if I can just. I'm not trying to hurt it. I just want to make observation.
Sure. So you are observing. Make me a perception check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. So you come. So actually, the first thing that happens is all the colors in the forest seem to get a little more saturated. There is a brightening of the colors in the forest. It does that, and your pupils maybe dilate a little bit more as you're looking out, and you see very clearly through this split in the trees. It does not see you yet, but you see an owl bear padding around near a small crevasse, and it's looking into the crevasse, and it's looking around, and it's going, "Woo! Woo! Woo!" And it's kind of like backing up a little bit from the crevasse and looking in, and you can see it is, especially with a natural 20, you can see that it is in distress right now.
All right, I want to bring myself out of my cover and approach it slowly. Maybe do a little Crocodile Dundee just to calm it down.
Sure. So you actually are going and you're wanting to actually interface with it and try and calm it down?
Yeah.
All right, absolutely. Make me an animal handling check.
That would be a 15.
A 15 is exactly what you needed for this.
Yes.
So tell me how this goes down. How do you specifically interface with this owl bear?
I'm going to try and make myself look non-threatening, real small, approach very slowly, start my practiced owlbear callback. Ooh. This is very Alan Grant. Ooh. It's all right. Not here to hurt you. What's going on? Ooh.
It kind of looks at you and it doesn't, you kind of skirted the edge of that animal handling check. So it's not like in love with you, super trusting you, but it does kind of keep its distance. And you look and you see it looking down to the crevasse, and you're probably close enough to look down into the crevasse too at this point. And you see,
I'll take a look over.
And you see 3 owlbear cublets.
Ooh. 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 Oh no.
Oh.
It's
also a goose.
Stuck?
Yeah, 3 owlbear cublets and a goose are stuck down. And you can see them, they are kind of trying to climb up that crevasse, but it is just too steep.
Oh no. All right. So I get it. I turn to the owlbear, Mama, Papa, I'm not gonna judge. Parental, maternal owlbear leave is something we have here. So I wanna just stay low and be like, all right, I'll help if you let me.
And
I'll go down there, bring up small owl bears.
And the larger owl bear kind of moves aside and lets you go down. If you would like, or if you would, however you would like to attempt to rescue these cublets.
So I have rope. Could I take my rope? Want to offer one end to the owlbear to hold in their mouth?
Sure. It grabs it in the beak and clamps down tight.
I'm gonna start rappelling down the crevasse.
All right, make me an athletics check.
Okay, still pretty good. 16.
16. You're fine. You are able to, get your legs around that rope and shimmy down. And I will say it's short enough where you're not going to have to carry those cublets up the rope. You would be able to assist each one up.
All right, like I'll tie myself off so that I can, I'll tie the rope off so that I can just reach down with both hands and put each of them up and
make me an animal handling check for the cublets.
Fair. Wait, could I offer them some rations?
Absolutely, you may.
Yeah, so I'll I'll take some food in my mouth, chew it all up, Alicia Silverstone style. Just and then so they're all distracted.
Sure. So make me that animal handling check at advantage because of that. Because you have
natural 20.
Natural 20. This your dice rock. It is getting brighter out there. You almost hear sunny days breaking through the clouds as it is so bright and cartoonishly colorful out here, and you are able to raise the 3 cublets up. Do you also raise the goose?
I'm hesitant with the goose.
Okay.
I want to make eye contact with the goose. Why can't you just fly?
Huh? Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. 7.
A 7. All right. I won't. Oh, yeah. It just the goose does sort of fly forward, and in its beak steals your water skin, and flies off with it. Sort of like hop flies. It just like flies a few feet away, and then like just runs through the forest with your water skin.
I'll be seeing you again.
So you're just letting it go off?
What?
That's fine. That's fine. So you let it go off with your water skin.
Yeah.
And you probably take a moment to just like kick the dirt again about, you had a good success there. You do see the owl bear troop now like sort of successfully, like they're doing some nuzzles and stuff, and they are padding off into the forest. You did a good deed today.
Nature is healing.
And from this bright blue sky, down onto one of the branches of the trees, you see a pigeon with a small note in its beak, and it flutters down to the branch, and oh.
You're not indigenous to these parts. You got that little message for me? I don't have a tip. Do you take breadcrumb tips? I'll just offer a couple breadcrumbs, take the note and offer breadcrumbs.
Okay, cool. So make me an animal handling check at advantage, again, because you're using your food. This counts as a ration, by the way. So you've used 4 rations.
I rolled twice and I forgot what the first roll was. ADHD, baby! 17.
17. That's great. The pigeon flies down. It drops the message in your hand and yums up the breadcrumbs and flies away. And you unroll the note. I'm gonna put it in the Zoom chat here for you to read out loud, please.
Noble Ranger, that's me. Please help us solve the mystery of the color outages. I've sent my sapling scout, Elowyn Greenleaf, to wait for you in the Old Oak Grove. She knows who you are and awaits your aid. Make haste, she may already be in danger, Mr. Honeycutt. All right. They already be in danger. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to pull someone else's weight as well. All right, so this is in my Old Oak Grove. All right, I suppose I will put my hemp rope back in my bag and start heading over to the Old Oak Grove.
Okay, cool. To see how fast you get there, how well you're able to navigate this forest, I want you to make me a nature check.
Where? Oh, 7. Not great.
7.
It's too bright.
It is too bright. As you go, it probably will start fading naturally as you go, but it takes you over 25 minutes to get to Old Oak Grove. It is somewhere that you know, so it's a little embarrassing for you that it takes you this long. But as you enter, Old Oak Grove, you hear a cry of alarm and what sounds like arrows whistling through the air. Near the large old oak this place is named for, you see a small sapling with a tiny, frightened face, flanked by 2 gnarled thorn bushes that look threatening.
No.
Come on now. Come on now. Come with us. Come with us. You don't want to wait out here, do you? You don't want to wait out here.
They're being peer pressured.
And yeah, you do see these 2 gnarled thorn bushes are they're pushing and they're hassling this small awakened sapling. What do you do?
What do you got there? Some kind of sash?
And at this point, they've actually taken the sash it was wearing off, and they're playing keep away with it.
Oh, I hate when people are rude. Would I know, like, the thorn bush's natural predators, like a beaver or like a local gazelle or something that eats the thorn bushes specifically?
Yeah, because I love the image. You know the local gazelle? Steven? At least that is what you have called this local gazelle, who is renowned through these forests for his love of thorny snacks.
All right, I want to stay hidden. Oh, this voice is hard to maintain. But I want to make a Steven call so that they believe that I'm coming up on to nibble on their thorns.
Sure. Nature check? Nature check.
Ooh. 13.
13. Let me hear it.
Oi! Oi! Oh, hello!
And the 2 thorn bushes slowly turn. And see you just standing there in your call. Roll initiative.
11.
11. All right, let me just see one more thing. Ooh, okay. So the one of the thorn bushes is going to go first before you. They are right here. They're gonna actually shoot out some needles from their thorny hands. They have like these thorn bushes, but also some like needles growing out of them, and just kind of do one of these, and they're gonna shoot out towards you. There's a 16 hit.
Yeah.
Yep. That is. No. I'm not doing that much.
Say, you're gonna instant kill me? Been here a minute?
Oh my god. You're gonna take 6 piercing damage. Hey, I didn't write this adventure. I'm looking at what is on the sheets. Level 1 characters are squishy. But yeah, you take that. You get those needles like all in you. But it is your turn.
God, does the most damage? All right, I'm gonna. I'll take the damage and I'm gonna get out my longbow and fire off a shot at the first one who just shot at me.
All right.
Oh God.
Make it at advantage because I'm angry at how much damage that did.
We'll just say that they're slightly intimidated that there might be Steven nearby.
Yeah, or it has expelled its needles, so now it's leaving itself vulnerable.
Oh, that's good. So that would be 21.
Oh, 21 absolutely hits.
Oh, all right. So that would be 8 piercing damage.
That's very good. Yes, very good. And then it is actually that little shrub's turn. And you see she's like, and she reaches out to rake it with her branch hand, not quite a thorny hand, and that is going to hit as well, for 3 slashing damage, and that thorn bush actually goes down.
Nice.
Kind of just like falls, and as it falls to the ground, just sort of like into like neat like debris of a forest floor, sticks and thorns and needles. Exactly. And the other one is gonna be like, well, actually, and run off. Getting
That's
an
what I
attack
thought.
of opportunity from the awakened shrub, which is a nat 1 as she just like falls trying to do it. And you see the world get a little duller.
Not much honor shooting someone in the back anyway, but a valiant effort, little sapling.
Thank you. I wasn't ready. I was waiting here for you, and then they kind of just came up, and she goes and she takes her sash off the ground and kind of like gets the dirt off it and puts it back on, and you can see it's this little sash with like sewn on badges. And she reaches out her stick hand towards me. She says, I'm Elwyn Greenleaf. I was sent here by Mr. Honeycutt of the Lorekeeper Society to meet you here today. I'm a sapling scout.
Well, ain't you just the most adorable thing I've seen today? And I saw 3 owlbear cubs, so that's saying a lot. And I'll reach out.
Cubs. Oh, thank you.
3 of them stuck in a crevasse, saved them myself, reunited a family, all in a day's work.
A crevasse. That's very impressive.
It's really just kind of a crack in the ground. Crevasse is just a fancy word for big crack.
Thank you. I'm quite young. I haven't learned that yet. So I was sent here to help find the Crimson Gem. That was right. The Crimson Gem. I have a map.
Excellent. Let's see that map.
And she reaches into her little satchel and she pulls out a map, and I want you to make an investigation check.
That is a 19.
A 19's real good. That'll help. So you see on the map, it's a map of this forest, and it takes you out of Old Oak Grove to a cliff face that you recognize as Lemon Drop Ledges. And as you flip the map over, you're looking it over, and you do see a few small glyphs or sigils, a few little drawings in very small in the corner of the page on the back. I'm gonna tell you what you see here, and I want you to write this down because you may need this later. They are an owl bear, a leaf, a bird, a set of paws, a fox, and a pair of gloves. Okay, so owl, bear, leaf, bird, paws, fox, gloves.
Looks like someone put a grocery list on here.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. It's just the way that it was given to me. So I don't know. Are you okay? You have a lot of needles in your face.
Oh, well, you're right. I suppose I should pull them out. Which I don't think they hit any arteries.
Sure. Do you want to maybe take a little rest and do that? A short one?
You know what? That's probably a good idea. Why don't we sit down, regroup? You can calm yourself after that peer pressure situation if you want to talk anything out. I am here for you.
Well, I think it was more than peer pressure. Like, these woods have gotten a little more dangerous recently. It might have been because of what we're doing. Or they could have just been jerks. I don't know.
It's possible.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that this would be a fine time if you wanted to take a short rest before we headed to Lemon Drop Ledges.
Yeah.
Pull the thorns out of my face. Apply some polysporin.
Just let me know when you're ready to roll.
Do we get any hit points back on short rest? No.
Yeah, you can roll your hit die.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. I'm dying.
Might be something worth doing.
That would be 4. Not bad.
Okay, cool.
So I'm at 9 hit points.
I'm assuming I just look more rough and tumble now.
You do. I really like what you did with like those the lines of the black paint on your face. Or red
Mud
paint.
is a universal solvent healing solution. It looks cool as well. So let's go.
Okay. Sure. So to get there, you are gonna have to make 3 wisdom checks. How are you getting there? What are you doing to get there? Or to find out? Are you just relying solely on your memory? Are there any specific points that you're referencing?
I'm gonna use this as a teachable moment, and I want Elowin to lead the way using her interpretation of the map. Help her get. Does she have a map badge currently, like a navigational badge?
No, she has not completed her orienteering course, and she's a little embarrassed when she tells you that.
That's okay. We all learn at different speeds. I am not smart. Took me a long time to get a lot of badges. Oh, excuse me. So why don't you lead the way? Read the map. If you have questions, ask me. Asking for help is encouraged, but I will make sure that we do not get too off course, but this will be an opportunity for you to flex those navigational skills.
Okay, absolutely. So Elowin will make these checks. Cool.
Shirking responsibility.
That's fine. You would have done it at advantage, but she doesn't.
Fuck!
So...
Can she have advantage since I'm guiding? Like I'm supervising?
a 2 for the first roll.
Fuck!
A 2 for the second roll.
No!
And a
You know what? Before you make
7
that-
for the third.
Why don't you just give me that map?
So you do spend a good portion of the afternoon as Element's like, okay, and I think it's so this tree that looks a lot like that tree. So I think that we need to go to the left from here, and you give her the time, but it does become evident that you are maybe more experienced at orienteering yourself through these woods.
All right, so this is gonna take forever. You done good so far. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna take the map, but like as I'm like going, I want to also like show her like, you know, teaching. Like this is this. I see what you were trying to do, but actually it's this.
Okay, I think I get it now. Okay, so can you please make me 3 rolls at advantage using the map?
Okay. This is so are we doing nature?
Survival.
Survival. Oh, okay. So that would be 10, 20.
Okay.
We'll say the 10 is me trying to figure out where the fuck she's put us. Oh, and 22.
Okay, so that is 2 successes out of that. Or 2 out of 6 ain't bad. But you do eventually find your way to lemon drop ledges. Let me pull up the thing for lemon drop ledges here. So before you actually see anything, you smell the scent of fresh lemons as you reach the top of a bluff covered by lemon drop trees. Sheer cliffs fall 100 feet from the bluffs into the ravine below. But right now you're just in this very fresh, lemony scented grove at the top.
One of my favorite places.
Oh, mine too. I feel like it. Would you like a snack?
Do you have your poisonous flora badge?
She actually does have her
Sure thing.
her foraging badge. Let's call it.
Excellent.
So I'll have her make that as you're giving another opportunity. But so even with advantage, a 4 and a 1 aren't good rolls. So she goes up to one of the trees. Keep in mind she's very small, and just kind of reaches. It'll be this one. They're lemons. They're not very poisonous. They're just lemons.
Can she reach them?
No, she certainly can't.
I'm gonna if I can, kind of surreptitiously kick the tree so that a couple lemons just fall down, and they would probably be ripe if they're falling.
Beautiful. So, yeah, that's good. Would you like to eat some of the lemons with her? Just sit down and chow down on I don't know if there's any preparation you'd like to do either, or just chow down on these.
I just want to take a bite out of it like it's an apple.
Okay, great. So.
Well, those are right.
Yeah, these are. They're not
because it hurts back here.
It's an acquired taste. Roll me.
Oh, God.
Roll me a d6 to see how many lemons you eat.
6.
You eat 6 lemons.
Why do you have so
Wonderful.
many lemons?
And because of that, you now have the effects of the enhanceability spell on you.
Ooh.
Specifically, I believe bear's endurance. Let me double check that I do have that right. Yes, it doesn't require concentration because it's just something bestowed upon you by the lemons. But you now have advantage on Constitution checks, and you have 2d6 temporary hit points. So roll 2d6, and you can add that on.
6.
Wonderful. And you know what? Elowin ate it too. So Elowin gets 10 extra. Great. So that buffs you up pretty well, and now you're standing at the top of the lemon drop ledges. Make me a perception check.
Oh, I caught it.
Oh no.
15.
15. Okay. Yeah, you look around, you scale. Do you have any binoculars or anything like that?
No.
No? Okay. So you're just kind of like scanning the area, trying to look around. And you see, the cliffs, they go down about 100 feet and then they rise up on the other side. And you see sort of halfway up the cliff face on the other side is a small cave opening. And you look on the map, and it is about where this temple would be. And also, as you scan, you see the cliff faces, and there is also a very rickety rope bridge going across to the other side.
I have like 1,000-yard stare as I'm having like Candy War flashbacks, like Rambo level. All right, I reckon that despite how dangerous and not up to code the infrastructure of this area is, we will have to take this bridge over to reach that cave opening unless you happen to have a better idea.
I mean, I don't. I guess we could go slow. We could just kind of.
Oh,
careful. We're both small. We're not, we're not Loxodon. We can make it across.
That's fair. All right. So one tentative step at a time, we will attempt to cross this bridge. If you do happen to fall, is there anything you would like me to pass on as last words to your troop leader?
That I collected as many badges as I could to better myself and to better the group so that we had as many skills as possible. And that I hope everybody gets there.
I'm not going to remember all that anyway.
Okay,
I'll just
thank
tell
you.
them to avenge
Thank
your death.
you. Okay. Oh, sure. So you're making your way across the rope bridge?
Oh, God. Very, very slowly, listening for like that tension on rope sound, any cracking.
Okay.
I want to go first because I would assume I'm a little bit heavier than she is.
A little bit, yeah. You're still small, but you're
I'm stoned.
Rond. All right, I'll go first, one toe at a time. How about I use my rope to like tie ourselves together, so if one of us falls,
Okay.
I can catch them.
I love that. Absolutely, you may do that for sure.
but still
So-
try not to fall.
Make me a sleight of hand check for tying that knot.
Oh God. Where's it?
That would be dexterity. You may not have it as a specific
Yeah.
skill.
Oh, 8. My feet
8?
are sweaty. Do you have a knot time badge?
Elwyn will also take you're both tying each other off. So her dex is not very good, but you know what? Knot tying does feel like a badge she would have. So, hers is a little better. Hers is a 12. So we're shaky. We're averaging
try
out
not
at
to
about a
fall.
10 between the two rolls. So try not to fall. I think
We're gonna die.
you are carefully and slowly making your way across the rope bridge. You do hear a little bit of creaking. As the wind blows around it. And this is a long rope bridge. It is
Oh no.
250 feet long. Make
You
me.
wanna just run?
I'll do whatever you want to do. So here's what I'll say. You can make me a stealth check to continue cautiously making your way across the bridge. Or you can make me an athletics check to book it.
They're the same modifier, but I'm also bored. Oh God. Let's do stealth, and we'll save the booking it in case, like, if it starts to go, then we can be like, you know, stand by me style and just book it across. But
Okay. So
let's do
you're
the stealth
being
first.
very careful.
I don't want to endanger this sapling's life.
Oh, that's good. 21.
21. This is good. You're being cautious. You know how to stealth your way through the woods. You've done this while trying to sneak up on owlbears and geese before. So you're doing pretty well at this. Let's see how Elwyn does. Elwyn got a 9. So as you're going, you're both creaking is going. As the bridge plank goes out from under Elwyn's, and she, make me a strength saving throw to grab onto that rope.
12.
12. Elwyn's pretty light. Yes. You know what? 12 is higher than her con, so I think you are okay then to grab on and hold her. Give me a quick athletics check to actually pull her back up.
12.
12. Okay, this is all right. We already said that's okay for Elwyn, so you are able to pull her up, and I think you both kind of lay on your backs on the bridge. I don't like this rope bridge.
I don't either. We really need to bring it up to the council to improve the infrastructure of the forest. Why don't we put a little more hustle in our step and reach the end of this?
Hey! Hey! There they are! You see on the side of the bridge that you just left, 5 of those thorny little bad guys pointing at you and running up, and they are running towards the bridge. What do you do?
How close are we to the end?
You have 90 feet left. And they're running towards the bridge right now.
Can I want us to run until there's maybe 30 feet left. While we're running, si possible, could I tie the remainder of our rope to one of my arrows?
Okay.
Because I want to, like, try and shoot it into the whatever post I would assume is.
Sure. There are trees on the other side of the cliff too, so it can be into like straightly into a tree. Sturdy.
Yeah.
So
does she have a weapon of any kind, or is it just her?
She, I think it is only her. Yeah, she only has her like her claw, her branches that she can rake with.
Let's not make it too let's just run, because we've got, if it's 250 feet, we've got a huge head start. Let's just run to the end, and if we make that, see how close they are, or how far they've gotten across the bridge, and we'll decide whether or not we need to Indiana Jones this.
All right. So I said it was 90 feet.
Yeah.
I want you to roll me a D100.
I should have gotten the big one you gave me.
And that will be how many feet you run before those twig blights get to the other side of the bridge, and it breaks on that side.
50.
So you're 40 feet from the edge, and the bridge snaps. Make me an athletic. No, I said this before. Make me a strength saving throw to hold on to the bridge as it goes down. Or what are you trying to do? Oh, sorry. I'll give you the option. You can hold on to the bridge, or you can try to jump.
I don't think I'd be able to jump that far because my speed's only 30, and if I jumped, if anything, I would only be able to like catch the last 10 feet of the bridge and then have to climb that. And all of this is +4, so let's jump so we just don't have to climb as long.
Okay.
So you want athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah. Give me. I think athletics and acrobatics are the same for you, so it's one of those. Yeah. Let's make it athletics. You're playing a little more on the athletic side.
Funny.
Was that? You have jammed for me at the worst time. You have frozen.
Oh, am I frozen?
There you go. You're unfrozen now. Was that?
Natural 20.
Natural 20! Amazing. So this will happen then. What happens is, it is still a little far for you to jump, but as you go, you and Elwyn, you scoop up Elwyn in your hands. The light and colors get brighter around you. You jump, and you don't make it to the cliff, the other side of the cliff, but as you're jumping, you make it inside that little hole in the cliff, partway down.
Yeah.
You make it to the entrance of the temple.
This is kind of, I'm assuming it's not necessarily a good landing. It's kind of like, oh.
No, yeah, and especially with that one, you're like, in fact, just roll me a quick d4.
I'm gonna take some bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, y'all are
Is there
both
fall
gonna take
damage
some.
in this game? 2.
And I want there to be 2. You actually both took 2 bludgeoning damage. But as you look, you turn and you look and see where the bridge has fallen. All those twig blights literally just falling 100 feet down the cliff and just like as they shatter.
Shit.
I don't know how you're gonna get out, but right now you're in the Temple of the Scarlet Sentinel. And that's where we'll take our break. Hi, and we are back with Red the Ranger and Elwyn Greenleaf, now at the entrance of the Temple of the Scarlet Sentinel, carved within the high cliff face of lemon drop ledges. You're still looking out at the cliff faces, seeing the last few of the twig blights fall as they were lined up running towards that bridge. What do you do now?
Check in with Elwyn. You okay, kid?
I'm okay. That was intense. I can now get my leaping off a rope bridge badge. That's wonderful.
These badges get pretty specific, it seems.
No, I was making a joke. Don't.
Oh, a joke!
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Thank you.
You need your comedian badge next, I think.
Maybe. So you turn around, and the cave does start to get darker as you go in. Does Red the Ranger have dark vision?
I do.
Okay.
Sorry, I have dark vision.
Amazing. I just couldn't remember. So you go in. Elwyn looks to be having a little bit of trouble, but you go in just through this like carved cliff face until you hit this carved door, and it's carved with some different glyphs and sigils, and there is what seems to be a very make me an investigation check actually before I just give this away. A 6. There are different carvings on this door. Some of them are, a little more out, a little more in, as carvings would be. It's sort of a 3-dimensional type thing. They seem to be separate from each other.
Well, I'm to kind of hide the fact that I'm not really getting it. What's your interpretation of these carvings?
Carvings?
Hang on, I want to light up a torch and let her hold it.
Ah!
Okay, it's all right. Just be careful with it. Just keep it away.
No. You no.
I'll hold it.
Thank you. Not near me, please.
All right, I understand. I'll hold the torch up to the carvings.
All right, and now you see the carvings. You see it's a lot more. You can see it clearer. It's more carvings of animals and plant life, and in the middle there is this sort of this square box, which it does seem to be almost like a stone button in the middle of it.
I suppose we'll have to push the button then. If they're... I'll reach up my foot. Boop.
Hello, and welcome to the Temple of the Scarlet Sentinel. Due to recent security precautions, we will ask you to state the passphrase now.
Owlbear, leaf, bird, paws, fox, gloves.
Please enter the passphrase now.
Fuck. Passphrase. Any ideas?
What could you make here? What do you have here? Make me just an intelligence check, or an investigation check as you, and I'll add a little bit more.
11.
11. Yeah, you're sort of looking at the map to see if there's anything else on there, but it is just those pictograms. And I'm going to say they weren't the words written out. They were pictures of it.
Can I make an owlbear call?
Give me your elbow crawl.
Woo! Fuck off, Renee.
Passphrase accepted. Moving to stage 2 of security protocol.
And the door, the wall shifts up, and there's another similarly carved wall right behind it. And you step forward. This one has sort of a just like a hole in the middle, a small circular tunnel-shaped hole leading through it.
Turn to Elowin. Can I have one of your leaves? Like, would that hurt you? Is that a personal thing?
I mean, this one, and she kind of like unties. There's a bit of like vines on the top of her head, and it's sort of almost like removing a scrunchie. That she takes it out and hands it to you, and now and shakes a little bit, and her leaves are now a little more down than they were before.
As we know by Avatar: The Last Airbender rules, she is now that much more badass. All right, I'm gonna take the leaf and like put it in the hole.
And you look and you see one of those other like speaker boxes at the top being like,
Offering 2 accepted. Due to recent security protocols, security has been increased. Moving to security protocol 2.
And it moves.
That's 6-factor authentication.
Yeah, and there's another speaker box on this one.
What kind of bird should I do? Are there any pictograms of this of a specific bird?
Make me a perception just to sort of look across the different pictograms here.
Oh God. 8.
8. There's lots of different ones. There are, there's eagles, there's pigeons, there's seagulls, there's blue-footed boobies. I just wanted to say. And
all right. Let's try. Do a peacock call.
Close enough.
And now this one has a very small opening right at the bottom. It would fit a small creature. It's a little smaller than you, I will say, because of your previously spoken of roundness of the nerd body.
Would I maybe have like a lucky rabbit's foot or anything?
Sure, I'll let you have that as a little token. Sure, what do you do with it?
Just want to I don't want to lose it because it's very important to me. So I want to kind of just like maintain my grip on it, but just insert it into the hole.
Sure, yeah, it's at the bottom. It's sort of a curved little like archway down there.
And press it on the bottom like a fingerprint reader.
Sure, it just kind of sits there.
I'll put that back in my pocket and maybe put my foot in. Let it read my footprint.
There doesn't appear to be any sort of scanner or reader in this one. It just feels like cold stone.
Huh. Pause. Maybe make like a growl? No, it's not a speaker. Any pictographs on this one? You want me to roll perception?
There are a lot of pictograms of prey animals. There's a bunch of like rabbits there, and badgers, little little herbivores, a lot of things that scurry about and burrow.
Huh. Pause. I don't know, Elwin, try putting your foot in there, see what happens.
My foot. She sort of goes down and looks down, and she's like, there does seem to be something on the other side of here.
Oh, I'll look too.
I think, yeah, and you do see there is a small room on the other side with like a button.
Oh.
I might be able to get through.
Yeah, you're.
I don't know.
Why don't you give it a try? What's the worst that could happen?
Right. It's not like rocks can't fall and everybody dies. That would be terrible. So she is gonna try to. She'll do a move. Where's element stat block right here? Yeah, she's gonna try and just kind of scurry her way through. And she goes, and you wait a minute. And then quite happens. And it opens up, and Elwyn is standing on the other side, with her hands on the button. I'm sorry, it's so dark. I couldn't see it over here for a moment.
It's fine. You did great.
And then there's another speaker box on the wall here.
Oh God. I hate you so much.
We are now ready to accept the passcode. Please begin passcode now.
Fox. Fuck.
Thank you. Passcode accepted. As fans of the 2013 music scene, we also would have accepted Ying Ding Ding a Ding a Ding Ding.
And you come up to the final door, which this one has two of those sort of insert type tunnels there. Sort of raised up about like mid body height.
All right, this is gonna be like a nuclear bomb thing. We're gonna you stand over there, Elwyn, and we're gonna put our appendages in at the same time.
Okay.
All right, on the count of 3. Ready?
All right.
3.
And you both put your hands in, and nothing happens. But you, as your hand is in there, you do feel a sort of handle.
Oh, is there a handle on your side?
Yeah, I think there is.
All right, grab that and
okay.
I'm gonna assume pull.
All All right, so we're both going to roll simultaneous athletics checks.
8.
10. I think we have to pull harder.
Yeah, all right. Let's hype
let's-
ourselves up. All right.
Let's try again. All right, ready?
16.
4. So
Ellen.
yours is pulled, but hers doesn't.
I need you to be real strong now, like you're made of mahogany, like you're a great oak.
Okay, great oak, great mahogany oak. Got it. Composite wood.
Your press board.
All right, so are you? So it has to be simultaneous.
Oh, okay.
So-
I'll go in too.
All right,
13.
3. Elowen is not very strong. You see, she is trying.
All right. I need you to pretend that someone you really, really care about is on the
Right.
other side.
Right. Okay.
Really stressed. All right, I'll let me start really yelling.
Right. Are you sure you don't just want to do both?
Oh, I thought
What did you get that time?
10, probably because as she's saying that, I let go. Oh, I didn't realize. I'll just do both then. Move on.
All right, yeah, she got a 10 that time too, so it did not work. So, all right, roll me 2.
21 and 15.
Absolutely, you pull, and you are literally like pulling this big block of stone out of the doorway, and you can enter into the tunnel.
All right. That was a good, solid effort. Not everyone has different strengths, as
Yeah.
it were.
Sticks and stones don't mix, as the saying goes.
I haven't heard that one. Let's go.
Okay, so you are now entering the temple proper. The air smells dank and stale as you look into a dark tunnel that leads into the cliff even further. You have dark vision, so you can see colorful pictograms on either side of the tunnel show a variety of scenes. Happy nerds frolicking beside a well from which a rainbow of color pours forth. The city of Harmony being built. An amulet with 6 colorful gemstones. And a scene of a great library being built. Coming from a room at the far end of the tunnel, you can see a faint reddish glow. I think I see some light up ahead.
Right. Based on how mechanical the previous doors were, I want to make sure that we're not stepping on or tripping any traps. So I want to go slowly, and we're going to look around and make sure that, don't step on anything raised, look for holes in the wall, anything where something might jump out and try to harm us.
Should I make an investigation check for that?
I think a stealth for this. I think this is just you trying to go and avoid the traps. And I'll let your roll count for Elowen as well.
Okay, that's not bad. 14?
14. You're walking. You're walking down the tunnel. It's going well. The mural's beautiful. And you are at the opening.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe there weren't any traps at all. We can just mosey on back.
So you're able to see the main chamber now. In the center of the room, you see a faintly glowing red gemstone hovering above a 12-foot tall statue of a warrior that sits atop a stone dais. The gemstone's glow dimly lights the room. On the floor, a large red circle etched with strange sigils surrounds the statue and extends across most of the room, leaving only a 5-foot wide path around the edge of the circular chamber. As if sensing your presence, the statue's eyes snap open and glow red.
Oh no.
Welcome to the Chamber of the Scarlet Sentinel. Please exit the way you came.
I'm wondering if this is one of those things where, like, speak in full sentences and I will understand you. Great Scarlet Sentinel, I am a fellow warrior. I'm afraid I cannot leave, for the fate of harmony lingers in the balance, and I must retrieve this gem. I mean no disrespect, but I'm afraid I must ask you to step aside.
The statue does not move.
Shit. Diplomacy is always your first step. Take a note of that. Why don't you just move away a little bit so I don't want you to get hurt if something should happen, but I'm gonna go ahead and try and move forward.
Sure. Absolutely. And she goes back into the tunnel the way you came. She takes a few steps back.
Oh, by the way, if at any point, say I'm getting the living shit kicked out of me, the living sugar kicked out of me, and you see an opportunity to run up and grab that in any capacity, please do so. But let's just see what happens.
Sure.
I'm gonna start approaching, not have any, again, just no weapons.
She motions to her satchel and pulls out a lemon and smiles and puts it back in.
Brilliant. So very carefully try to move forward, I guess, around to towards the gem.
Yeah, you're getting a better look at it now, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this Scarlet Sentinel that's standing here. It's made from blood onyx and depicts a strange human-like creature with elongated arms and has fangs that jut from its wide mouth. And it does seem to turn on its dais as you walk around the room.
Do I recognize what it is? Like, what type of being?
No, I mean, you think maybe it's more of some sort of representation of something rather than... Yeah, you don't... I don't think you recognize this as any sort of creature that, it's not of the woods.
You said the gem is 12 feet up, right?
Yes. The statue is 12 feet tall, and the red gemstone is hovering above it. It's sort of like in The Sims when they're not having a good day. There's the big red gemstone above.
Okay. I will attempt to shoot the gem from above its head with my longbow.
Sure. So you get your longbow out. You get ready to shoot. Make me an attack roll.
It's a natural 1.
A natural 1. As you shoot it, the colors in the room and even of the gem itself start to dim and go a little more grayscale.
Oh.
You shoot the arrow and it just goes and it actually bounces off the walls a bit and goes like ting 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 ting. Ow! As Elwyn takes a bit of reduced damage from your arrow. She takes one piercing damage.
That was my mistake. I shouldn't be shooting it in close places. Oh, great Scarlet Sentinel. May I please have your gem so I may save the colors of harmony?
Welcome to the Temple of the Scarlet Sentinel. Please exit the way you came.
Do you have any other program responses?
No, just that one, and this one explaining that I do not.
So when I attack, the lights go dim.
That seems bad, like for the gem.
Roll me a history check.
Should I just do? I don't know if I have history.
I don't know if you do either. If you, it would just be,
Like
oh,
investigation.
I'm embarrassed if I get this wrong. I think it's intelligence.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 6.
So yeah, these character sheets that don't have it on it is upsetting. Just a 6.
Yeah.
You're trying to remember anything here, but it doesn't. Nothing really pings for you.
Elowin, were you given any further instructions, advice? Do you have an ancient being badge?
No. Nothing to speak of. I was just given the map by Mr. Honeycutt, and he said that we needed to get somebody who knew the wilds to get here, but he didn't really say anything about once we got here.
Is this thing a construct?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's a favored enemy. That's only for tracking.
I don't want to attack it.
I feel like
It'll damage the gem, or it'll kill us both. Could we try leaving the room and coming back in? Because it said go back the way we came. Maybe it'll just give us the gem.
Sure. So you leave and you walk down the hall.
I just want to leave this section. Like, I don't want to go all the way back.
Okay. Sure. So you get about like midway through the hallway into the darkness, and you just walk back to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to the Temple of the Scarlet Sentinel. Please exit the way you came.
Have I at any point put my foot on the ring that he's...
No, you haven't. You haven't.
I'm gonna.
You're gonna?
Yeah.
All right. Let me get up this. I figured you would do that, but
I try to do the taskmaster. I try to be nice.
absolutely. Oh boy.
It's Greg Davies.
Yeah. Where is the part with that? Yeah. As soon as you do, it vibrates a little bit and takes a step off the dais, and starts moving towards you. I'll let you choose one thing to do before I say what you know I'm gonna say.
I want to ask it nicely one last time. I do not wish to fight you.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, natural 1.
Oh, the world around you, it gets even more gray and dim as this as this Scarlet Sentinel takes a step forward and with one of its large stone hands makes a slam attack on you. Does a 10 hit?
No.
No. So it does miss. It's gray and dim in here, even with the light of the gem. But it straight up misses you.
I will attempt to. How close? So is it within like melee range?
It's within melee range, yeah. It has taken a big stride.
Big stride. I will attempt an attack with my short sword.
Okay.
That would be 13.
13, that'll hit.
Yeah. Five damage.
5 damage as your sword hits, and it does sort of like it takes off like a like you were carving something out of marble. It takes off this like little bit of chunk of stone off of it.
Okay.
And it looks at that for a second and teeters a little bit and just reaches up and tries to hit you again. Does a non-natural 20 hit you?
Of course it does.
Of course it does. Of course it does. So you are now gonna take. You were gonna take 9 bludgeoning damage. But I think because of the lemons, you're still.
I'm still conscious, but like I'm not doing good.
Make me a strength saving throw.
21.
Okay. But you're not knocked back. So you're there, and you're teetering inside the red circle.
Can I use my movement to step out of the circle?
Absolutely.
Does it stop moving?
Are you ending your turn at moving back? We're in initiative order, so
Yeah, I just want to know if it's powered by me standing on the circle.
Sure, you step back and it steps back onto its dais. Same position as it was before. Roll me another history check.
Oh, that would be 18.
Okay, this time you're thinking about what had happened and the graying of the world. You're remembering those other times today, the same day when you were succeeding very strongly, when you were absolutely doing your best, and the world seemed a little brighter. And it seems like it's not an equality of this gem here, but just a quality of the world right now, that when you strongly succeed, those colors get bright, and when you strongly fail, those colors fade.
Okay.
And that maybe what you were doing before wasn't the wrong idea.
I'm gonna shoot the gem again.
All right.
Ooh. 22.
22. That will hit. You need to deal your damage.
Shit. That will be 5.
You hit the gem with your arrow, and it shatters. into several different pieces that land around the room. You said 5, right? Let me see. So let's say it shatters in 5 pieces. 3 of them are outside the circle, 2 of them are inside.
All right. Am I still in initiative order?
No, because you moved outside the circle. Yeah.
So I'll go around the outside of the circle and gather the pieces that are outside.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
It's fine.
No!
It's fine.
You sure? Okay. Oh no! Oh no!
How to get those? I feel like I just want to run through the circle and grab them as quickly as possible.
All right. There are 2 pieces. Roll me. I just
line myself up so it would be a straight shot to grab them.
Okay, a straight shot. He's gonna get 1 attack on you, I think is what's gonna happen. So you are running to scoop them both up. Let's hope this rolls poorly. Where's that Scarlet Sentinel? I'm sorry. It's a 20. It hits you. It hits you. For 16 bludgeoning damage.
I'm dead.
So you are.
Do I get the pieces at least?
You get the pieces. You are scooping up the second one when he hits you. You can't succeed that strength saving throw when you get hit. So you just like slide out of the circle over towards your friend Elowin.
Give me some lemons. Squeeze the lemon juices in my eye.
I'm just gonna try. You did say if you were dying to help you, and I think she would do that naturally anyways. She's gonna roll medicine. Poorly.
Fuck!
Give me a death save.
Where's that owlbear to come back and save my life? Or the goose? Three. You got 1 failed death save. Elowin is gonna try and stabilize you again. Oh god. Okay, it's gonna be okay. I have my medicine badge. Okay. I can do this. $17. She stabilizes you. You're still down, but there's no danger here. So thank God.
So she sits with you. She does feed you some drops of lemon as you're there. What is sort of the dream state of Red as you're coming back to consciousness?
Like my Deadpool afterlife, or
just sort of like what you're gonna have some weird dreams right now. What do you think is flashing before you?
Probably like dreaming about being back in the woods, but also like around seeing a campfire with the smell of delicious cooked foods, and instead of like there being other people around the campfire, it's just like
all of my favorite animals. There's like Steven the gazelle, and like the owlbear kids playing, and the goose who still has my water, but like we've made up, and we're all just kind of chilling, and they all strangely are talking in common, but just talking about how much they love the woods and how great it is that we can all live together in harmony.
It's beautiful. You wake up the next morning, having completed a long rest. So you're back up. I was so worried about you.
Me too.
Are you okay? Are you feeling better now? I felt that we were pretty safe here, so
I'm better than dead, that's for sure.
That's good.
I appreciate
that's
you.
Good.
And I will be writing you a very strongly worded letter of recommendation to your scoutmaster.
Thank you. That would mean so much.
Yep.
And all I just really want now, like really, I'm just while you were asleep, I just really wanted to
Welcome to the Temple of the Scarlet Sentinel. Please, it has been going off all night. Can we please leave?
Yeah, let's very carefully. We have all the gem shards in the bag, right?
Yes.
All right, let's
I think
carefully make our way back.
All right. So I'm not going to make you roll for the journey back. You do get your rope out. You shimmy down the cliff face, and you scale the cliff face up the other way. You go through the woods. You get back to the city of Harmony, and Elwyn leads you through town. Does Red spend a lot of time in town in the city of Harmony? I would imagine not really.
No, not really, no.
Okay,
Only to go to like the supply store on occasion.
Right. But I think Mr. Honeycutt is you can usually meet him at this time of day. He should be at the library. So you make your way to the Harmony Library, and you see Mr. Honeycutt there. He is an older man with small horn-rimmed glasses and gray hair. Roll me a perception check.
Jesus. That would be 16.
16. You notice that his gray hair has a little bit of a purple iridescence to it. Just a little bit of flavor there, and he goes, "Oh, hello! I'm so glad you got back here with Elwyn. I'm so glad you got back here, and you met Red okay and everything. Everything was fine. You were able to get the gem."
Let me first start out by saying that this is a magnificent young sapling full of potential, going to be a great ranger possibly one day, or whatever profession she seeks out. That's the good news.
Okay.
The not so great news is I'm going to pull out the gem shards. I didn't know if maybe like you could put it.
Oh no. There is the Wizard Academy here. We could get somebody who perhaps could mend this. It's not the end of the world as it could be.
And to be honest, if you wanted it back in one piece, maybe the protection should be a bit less deadly, or ask someone who is a bit more fortified, because like that thing almost destroyed me. So I did my very best.
What thing? I don't know if anyone told you much. We're from the Lord Keeper Society. We didn't hide these gems. We've been trying to find them.
Right. Theory versus practical, university versus college. Big 12-foot tall construct tried to stomp the soul out of my little round body. So I did my best. I died for a minute. Luckily, Elwyn brought me back. but this was the best I could do without dying. So I would say, if you seek to protect this in future, it was well protected, but if you need it back, like maybe have another entrance or like a shutdown.
Well, we'll probably keep it here. We'll probably keep it
Good
in
idea.
town for the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. I don't know how to thank you. Elwyn, as promised, I have this for you. Formal membership in the Lorekeeper Society. And finally, your badge for locating ancient relics. It's a very rare one to get. Thank you.
Does it have Lara
Thank you so
Croft's like
much.
pointy boobs on it?
It no, it doesn't, because it's
She's a
it's
child.
a sweet moment. It has a like an ancient crown on it, we'll say. And for you, Red, thank you so much. If you would like to join the Roarkeeper Society for having gone through such hardship, I would be most appreciative. I would get you in.
I don't really necessarily want to be part of something where I have to like attend meetings and that kind of thing.
Right.
But I'll take one of them shiny badges if you've got an extra one.
Oh, well, you're not a member of the Sapling Scouts, so I legally cannot give you one of the badges, but I could give you this. And he does have a small pin that has the emblem of the Lorekeeper Society on it. And when you pin it on yourself, you feel its effects, that it acts as a necklace of adaptation. There was going to be a monetary award with this as well, but we might have to spend that trying to repair the gem. We can give you an IOU if you like. And you and Elwyn have received your new badge and pin. Another gem has been brought back to the Lorekeeper Society. And that's where we end this episode.
Yay!
Thank you
Bye.
so much for playing. I mean, you did die. You did
I
die.
did die for a minute.
We're 2 for 2 for player deaths, but you had an escort, so you were able to get revived without nefarious means. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching our show today. Before we go, let me hand things over to my player again. Rachel, where can people find you? Who are you? What's your deal?
Deep question. What's my deal? Listen, we don't have time for that shit. My name is Rachel Beauregard. You can find me on Instagram at Bad Duck Design for all things gay and geek. You can find me on Twitch at Sugarpunk. I don't stream right now because time is a blur and I remember nothing. Pandemic stuff. Maybe I will eventually. Who knows? And then you can find my personal Instagram is Manic Pixie Tank Girl. Again, don't post so much, but if you want to contact me, reach out to me, say hi. That's where you can find me. And yeah, thank you so much for having me and letting facilitating my chaotic gameplay style.
Oh, absolutely. That's why I wanted you as part of this game. I am excited to see Red the Ranger return on February 19th for the finale of these adventures. People out there, you can find me at Billy Seguire on Instagram or at the Billy Seguire on Twitter. I'm here on the Initiative Order every other Wednesday. I'm streaming in Nisa's Contention, where I play Duncan Longleat, a paladin who is just a great guy, really. And if you are a fan of all things nerdy, you can buy the book that I wrote on the Doctor Who episode Dalek. That is available from Obverse Books as part of their Black Archive series. I think that's it. Thank you to Danny for running this stream. I'm always very appreciative for him and for everyone at the Initiative Order who helps us out. Bree, who created our overlays and our art. Y'all rock. I'm happy to be here and to be supported by you and to support you back. Thank you all so much, and remember to check out our schedules on social media for all the shows here on the Initiative Order.